Your high standards aren't a sign of excellence. They are a neurochemical death sentence for your motivation. Right now, you probably think you're striving for greatness. You think that agonizing over every detail, waiting for the perfect moment, and refusing to put out mediocre work is what separates you from the crowd. But biologically, you're actually bankrupting your brain's dopamine reserves. Most people believe perfectionism fuels success, but science shows it's the primary reason you feel chronically exhausted, uninspired, and stuck. You aren't lazy, but you have accidentally engineered a brain that is literally incapable of feeling the joy of winning. Here is the dark truth about your pursuit of excellence and the rebellious, messy shift you need to make today to get your fire back. To understand why you're so burnt out, we have to look at how your brain handles reward. Dopamine isn't the molecule of satisfaction, it's the molecule of anticipation. It's the chemical currency of more. When a normal person sets a realistic goal and achieves a small milestone, their brain triggers a healthy, predictable pulse of dopamine. That pulse creates momentum. But when you have hyper-rigid perfectionism, your brain operates under a regime of neurochemical friction. Because your benchmarks are impossibly high, your brain refuses to celebrate the small wins. You tell yourself, yeah, I wrote 2 pages, but it's not perfect yet, so it doesn't count. I'm so guilty of this, and maybe this is hitting you too, so let me know in the comments if this has been affecting you too. Here's the thing, by moving the goalposts, we deny ourselves the dopamine reward. Do this long enough and your brain's reward circuitry goes numb. You enter a state of biological debt. Your brain realizes that no matter how hard it works, the reward is never coming. So it stops allocating energy entirely. And that is what we call burnout. Lately, the internet has been obsessed with dopamine fasting. You know, the idea that if you just stop scrolling TikTok or stop eating sugar, your motivation will magically return. But here's what the gurus miss. The obsession with a perfect, flawless life plan is actually more draining than the cheap hits you get from your phone. When you overplan every hour of your day and demand absolute compliance from yourself, you create massive internal resistance and your natural drive evaporates. You don't need to fast from dopamine. You need to change how you earn it. So what is the fix? We need to replace the soul-crushing weight of flawlessness with a rebellious alternative: messy momentum. Neuroscientists have discovered that the brain actually releases more sustained long-term dopamine during small, unpredictable wins than during massive, perfectly planned out achievements. Your brain thrives on the gamble of trying, failing a little, and figuring it out on the fly. When you deliberately lower the barrier to entry, when you give yourself permission to write a terrible draft, build an ugly prototype, or do a messy workout, something magical happens. You activate a neuroplasticity shortcut. By taking immediate, unpolished action, you bypass the amygdala, the fear center of your brain. Lowering the stakes speeds up the rate of neuroplasticity and skill acquisition. You learn faster when you allow yourself to fail faster. Listen, stop letting your potential die in the dark just because it isn't perfectly polished yet. Excellence isn't an entry requirement. It's a byproduct of 1,000 messy attempts. Start choosing momentum over perfection. Make something ugly. Write something flawed. Just move. Break the cycle of biological debt. Give your brain its dopamine back and let momentum do the heavy lifting. And if you're ready to stop overthinking and start creating with more confidence, please feel free to grab my Rebel Creator Blueprint. It's designed to help you crush procrastination and build the habits and identity of a consistent creator. You'll find the link in the description below. And this was a quick one. I'll see you in the next session.